Alright, welcome to my top 8 game of this month's REV GP. Playing against Scribble. I think I'm on the draw. I haven't checked seeds yet. I just asked my opponent about it because I never pay attention to seeds. Okay, so what's my opponent on? Let me check. Oh, they're on Blue Black Flash. I hate that deck. Alright, I guess I'll have to deal with it then. I'm higher, huh? Cool. Alright, so I guess I'm on the play then. And this hand has one creature and one thing I can't cast. Do I keep this? It's good if I top deck literally just playable cards afterwards. It's bad if I don't. Do they have anything on one that can answer this? No, not really. I guess I have like COA technically. I think I keep this, even though this hand's really bad, just because I have a 2-drop. That's how desperate I am for 2-drops these days. Alright, so yeah. Let's hope I don't get punished for this horrible keep. Need to buy tapped. Sure. Oh boy. Yeah, I might get punished for this. I'm definitely gonna get punished for this. One of these guys has to be fetching red right now in case I need red later on. And yeah, so hopefully they don't have any answers to this thing. If they do, then I'm in a lot of trouble because it's my only threat right now. But on the bright side, their answers are kind of limited. Like they can play their 2-drop to trade with this, but then I think I'm happy if that happens. That's high. Well, that's something I can ramp towards. Yes, I run this guy into their 2-drop. That's a decent trade for me. And then what? I guess I hope that stuff happens. Actually, should I? Yeah, I should play this pre-combat. All right. Let's see if you flash in a blocker. I think it's advantageous for them to trade with this thing right now. Yep, happens. It's unfortunate. And do I need to decide what to fetch? Yeah, I have to decide now. I'll get my double green right now. Yes. I mean, I do get to cast Asahai the turn after next turn if things go well. And I mean, I will get Grand Consonance eventually. If the game goes on for long enough. This many land draws, though, isn't great for me. The Asahai is probably going to get countered, and then 2 turns later, I try to slam Grand Consonance and hope they don't have any counter spells. They just passed their own. Okay, so they're holding up a counter spell for some reason. What could it be? Omen of Deception, probably. In that case, I should probably be playing around Omen of Deception, except I can't really play around it. Okay, so I get Mountain here. No, I get Plains here. I'm just gonna get all my killers. Drift off. Well, do I just like, if I just keep doing nothing, what happens? Oh, they're probably holding Afara's Judgment. Yeah, what happens if I do nothing? Drift off has like no good targets. All other guys have flash. I just pass. Like Asahai is definitely going to get countered. Maybe they just don't have anything else good. For I dealt it. Like if I don't do anything, then they just do their own thing, and then I'm in trouble. Then like running Asahai into random stuff isn't very conducive to winning either. Like I need to Asahai and then next turn hope that they have no counters for Grand Consonance. I have Force take it really slow. I'll let Asahai get countered. Moment of Deception. Yeah, expected. There wasn't really anything else for me to do that turn. So waiting on Omen of Deception means that they might be able to Far's Judgment me later on. It seems like they don't have the format counterspell at least. That's so many lands. Kept a bad hand. At least I can cast Grand Constance and get it countered. Maybe I just continually top that Grand Constance from now on. That'd be pretty nice. So this is probably fetching green, because that gets me towards the Grand Constance mana that I need. We divide. How many lands in a row was that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can jam Grand Constance here, but it's almost certainly going to get countered. Alternatively, I can just wait and let them tap out first and then drift off wherever they play. That might actually be good, just because they might try to fight over the drift off, and eventually that's going to run them out of counter spells. I don't like what's happening. They sacked Dormant Cave again. Do they just not have anything useful? I mean, technically, I should be favored in this situation because I have better late game. So maybe I do take it slow and just let my top decks do it for me. Like I have so much mana right now, I just need to top deck well enough. Eventually they run out of counter spells, and they don't actually have that much mana, so maybe I actually get the double spell eventually and they can't counter both things. Like that is something I can do. I mean, they're not exactly a control deck either. They're more of a tempo deck, I feel like. So forcing them to go this late might be useful for me. Silver Sun Ancient. Yeah, so so how am I going to sequence this? Is there anything? So is Grand Constance more likely to get countered by than Silver Song? And the answer is I don't think so. Like they both, all of their counter spells are both or hit both types equally well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I want to play around Omen of Deception? I think I want to play around Omen of Deception. Do I just keep waiting? I think so, because they don't really have anything great, right? I'll just keep waiting. Yeah, I'm going to remind myself to fetch with these guys because I think I'm almost out of basics. And it technically does thin my deck, so maybe it's okay. There we go. That's the card that lets them draw cards. So eventually, I'm going to have enough mana to drift off plus 7 drop in the same turn, and that's going to maybe they fight over the drift off, in which case I can actually do stuff with that. Pool of Light. What do they get at at 6 mana? Not much more than what's available beforehand. Okay, now they have to discard to hand size. I guess they just pitch some lands. So their 4-mana counterspell thing makes a 4/4, I think, right? Yeah. Right, so before drawing, because I don't want to accidentally draw all my basics, right? So one more basic left in deck. Another land, really. Well, now if I just let them do things, they're gonna cast the 6-drop, and that thing, or at instant speed even. I can't do anything against that. I survived jamming 2 things in a row. Okay, well, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jam Silversong Ancient and force them to use one of their hard counters on it, and then next turn I'm going to jam Grand Consonance and hope that they don't have another hard counter. Power Judgment, alright, that's fine. Yeah, they don't get the extra mode, so I'm pretty happy with that outcome. And what? They're going to sack, they're going to draw cards again. Yeah, that's fine. Play land and pass, I'm assuming. Yeah, the fact that they didn't go for that Running of the Bulls, huh? Well, I mean, it is a card that does things, and it's smaller than Grand Consonance, so yeah, if they do the Appetite of the Rabura or whatever, I can still drift off that thing afterwards. I think I just hardcast this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I have enough to drift off afterwards. Yeah, I think I just start with the small things. Let's see how they react to this thing. They have Benethils, so like if they have Benethils plus Appetite, they can make a big guy and then also counter the drift off afterwards. That's not good. Maybe I should have waited a turn for that. No, I can't just keep waiting like this. Are they going to let it resolve? Okay, yeah, that's the thing. So how big is that? Oh, I definitely need to drift it off. Fortunately, I can't do both. I need to drift off one of them because I can't let this thing stay around. So I have to do this. Then I pass a turn, take a hit from this, and hope they don't have any counter spells left. They're tapping on their main phase. Okay, sure, that's fine. They're looking for another land, I think. And whack me for 6. So yeah, just hoping for no counter spells. Nascent Light Vein is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess it's technically useful. If I play this thing first, I get to play around a double Omen, right? Yeah, I think it's worth like playing this thing out first. What do I set this thing to? I don't need that much red, right? I already have enough. I'll just set to green. Maybe I actually massacre myself, but I don't care. So I'm just going to do my big Grand Consonance. Doesn't matter how I tap. Do you have counterspell? Like you do. They're far. Okay, yeah, and now they get the first devotion, so I think I'm pretty much dead. Alternative. Well, I mean, I can top deck another Grand Consonance, and they don't draw any counterspells in the meantime. Another one of those. Okay, I just die. Cool. That was not a good game. I didn't need to keep that opening hand though, so I think it's mostly my own fault there. Problem is that this matchup just doesn't get any better post board because I don't have enough innocent speed things to deal with here, guys. If Braze kills the Rabu or Goliath at least. I think bring down the house because they have big guys I need to wipe. Bring up King Beltar because that card's bad. I bring out Running of the Bulls. Bring out Love the Drift Offs because I've not enough targets. I'm already bringing in the Brazes. I didn't bring any Brazes. Alright, take out one of the Running of the Bulls because I just don't like that card. Guess I'll run this back. How good is Braze? Braze kills a decent chunk of their things. At the same time, actually it does kill enough things that I think it's worth bringing in, and it's instant speed, which is quite important in this matchup. Bring down like this. I don't like it. I have to run this like that. Alright, do I get a better hand this time? I have turn 3 all for all. It gets countered by the thing. Is it better than what I could have otherwise? What am I mulliganing for anyways? I don't have any 2-drops to look for, except for those guys. Alfro doesn't even have any good targets until unless they flash into blind Keela early, which is a mistake on their end. Oh, mulligan. Oh, hey, that's the hand I want. Unfortunately, okay, I bottom Silver's on Ancient, and I really hope that I draw the lands I need, because I am screwed right now. Fetch land would be really nice right now, because it enables these guys. Like, if I don't draw a fetch land, these guys are completely useless. I really need a fetch land off the top. Okay, there we go, that's what I need. Except it doesn't work out curve-wise, unless Star Sagittarius sticks. So I'm banking on that happening, because otherwise I have nothing. Because yeah, otherwise it's just really bad for me. If this thing does connect, I get to Wildcourt Seeker. Oh, they pass. Okay. Are they going to let it connect? I can flash in their 2/2 and block it. Okay, that's oh. Yeah, that's still fine. Leaves my thing untapped, which means how easily can they kill Wildcourt Seeker? Well, I definitely need red sometime. They can't easily kill all four. It's harder for them to kill all four than for them to kill Wildcourt Seeker, I think. So I play Alfro minus hit nothing. Next turn Wildcourt Seeker is better, right? I'll gun for Wildcourt instead. And I guess this thing's fetching red, because I definitely need red. Might as well fetch now because that'll be untapped. And now they need to deal with this, or else I'm reanimating Contested Passage again. Or I guess bringing back. How do you call bringing back land? It's not reanimating, right? So can they stop this thing from attacking? Like, if they want to stop from attacking, they need to tap out on their turn, which is still really good for me. Blind Keela. Alright, yeah. Nice. Asahai to ramp into. That's really good. I think just slam Asahai. Or actually, I can slam Alfro, kill Blind Keela. Is that better than... Might be. Alright, so Contested Patches comes back. Go to blocks. Blocks, okay. Going to fetch out an island so that I deal 1 more damage than usual. Okay, so what are their counter spells for 2 mana? On 2, they have no way to counter... No hard counters on 2. Okay, so I just slam Alfro and mine it to Blind Keela. I'll tap like this. Oh, right, I take 1. I guess they can technically Omen of Slaughter my Wildcourt Seeker, but yeah, that's fine. Now I get to kill this thing and get back land again, so now I'm really far ahead mana-wise. This is probably fetching, yeah, either fetches red or green. Fetch red here, then I can cast... I have to decide whether I want to top deck Grand Consonance or Hellion Devastator. I think I'll defer the decision until next turn. Actually, I can defer it by quite a while because I'm slamming Asahai next turn. Okay, so they can play their hard counter now. If they do, then nothing really changes. Okay, so Forest or Mountain. Forest lets me cast more things, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna bank on not drawing multiple copies of Fury Hellion from now on. Okay, didn't end up mattering. Do I plus Alfro here? 4, 5, 7. I want to draw cards. I think I can afford to tap 1 Forest and stack it because I have Studio Excelsior now to fill my mana needs. 4, 6, 7. I have 7 mana, so can't go up to 8, but I don't need to. And plus, I'm mostly trying to play around Omen of Deception, so yeah, I'll just plus Alfro now. Active Forest. Card. Oh, that's Arnisec. I'll leave that for later. I'll play Running of the Bulls right now because I'd rather that than get countered than Asahai with the Rabu's Appetite. Actually, Rabu's Appetite can kill Alfro, but that's an exchange I'm willing to make. I think 4, 5. Alright, let's see how they react to this thing. What happened? Okay, so either they have a big thing. What does Blind Keela or Rabu Goliath do again? Each print with flash and each instant in yard. Oh, so that thing's like super cheap right now, and they can probably play it. If they play it, then they semi-tap out, but they have mana up next turn. Yeah, I'm not thrilled about the outcome, but like, I mean, so do you have it? Do you have the big thing? You don't. Okay, cool. Unless you do it post-combat. There's no reason to do it post-combat. You don't have the big thing. Okay, you're just going to draw. Okay, what 5-drop? Storm doesn't have haste, so that's fine. And I can just, oh, that thing's going to run straight into it. Actually, that's fine. If they block, Alfro kills it. Yeah, so I'll go to combat first and see if they block. They do block, okay. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good outcome for me. So that's what, Ward 3? I could definitely pay for that. So 1, 2. Oh, I can't cast Asahai after this. No, I can. Yeah, I'll do that and bring back the forest, I guess. I want no, actually, yeah, I do want to keep fetching. I want to thin my deck. So let's see, what do I have left? One mountain and one forest. All right, so I slam Asahai and feel pretty happy about myself because I managed to resolve an Asahai against a deck with a million counter spells. And I think they lose in pretty short order. I don't think they can deal with the resolved Asahai. No, I just have to win game 3. Still have no idea how this deck keeps winning because I've literally not enough early game, but yeah, sometimes late game just comes through. Alright, time for round 3. So, well, that's horrible. I guess I keep this, and I bottom one of the lands. What do I bottom? Can I bottom Nascent Lightning, I guess. No, I bottom Island. No, but then all my lands will be tapped. Yeah, I bottom Nascent Lightning and then go Contested Passage, Island, New Divide. Or can I? I can technically have untapped Nascent Lightning. Yeah, Island isn't very useful color-wise until later on, so I think I do this. I can't believe I actually got a curve this time. How come I keep getting star-studded Sagittarius in my opening hand? I have no idea how I keep doing that. 3 other. That's actually going to throw off my curve. Unless I... Oh, well, I need to start with this guy, play New Divide, hope that this thing survives to make an attack, and use Contested Passage. Alright, oops. Good to know that my curve is not going... Or my curve is not going to be easy. They can counter star-studded Sagittarius, and then I'll be completely thrown off curve for the game. I just have to hope they don't have it. Oh, and they have a planes out, which kind of suggests that they do have it. I think I have, but like I have to go for it anyways because otherwise I'm in a really bad. Otherwise I do nothing. At least getting star-studded countered isn't the worst thing in the world. If I want to get as high, I need to get all my colors, and that's going to be a big pain. Do I start with mountain? Yeah, I'll start with mountain in case I top deck Alpha or something. Does this just instant get countered? I'm assuming it gets countered. Yeah, alright, that's unfortunate. So now oh, okay, never mind. It didn't get countered. I wonder what they're thinking about, because they're taking quite a bit on this card. They're probably looking for a counter spell, maybe removal for this guy before it can attack. I mean, as long as this guy gets to attack, I'm pretty happy, because that makes Contested Passage untapped, and that suddenly fixes all my mana issues. They blind land, okay. They have to have something against this, right? They're not gonna let this thing connect. I always attack first. So yeah, what's the... Oh crap. Oh, they can't... Can they remove this guy at instant speed? Oh, yeah, that's really bad. That's a problem. Well, I guess I have to play off curve for this game. So yeah, I should not have bombed the island. Surprisingly, if I didn't bomb the island, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. Actually, I still would because yeah, the curve doesn't work out. But no, so game with Contested Passage and then New Divide. Yeah, if I didn't bomb the island, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. I could actually be casting spells right now. Unfortunately, that's not what I did, so now I have to pay the price for that, which is giving my turn 3 against a deck that probably is holding up stuff. I always jam Arnseg here and see what they have. If they played the format counter spell, let it happen. Okay, cool. I actually get mana. I'll play Contested Passage plus Nascent Lightning. Lightning can name. Well, I need to get blue somehow, and what colors do I need? I need triple green, double red, and 1 white and 1 blue. I mean, 1 blue. So I think it's better for me to aim for these 2 colors first because they're going to be cast first. This is fetching blue. This is naming red because I also want to get land types. I want to have lots of land types for Wild Quartz Seeker later on. Yeah. They have their big thing. Do I start jumping? No, I can take 1 hit before I start jumping. Oh, I'll go down to 12 here. They're keeping it mana, which is very worrying for me. Alright, so I have 6 mana this turn. What can I do with it? I'm going to start naming green again because I need to work towards Grand Consonance mana. Brute Goliath gets trumped by Asahai, but can I afford to run Asahai into this thing? They have. Power's Judgment would be really bad for me. They probably have a Power's Judgment. Ruro's Appetite is pretty bad for me. Well, I mean, there's not really much I can do here. So I just have to hope they don't have it. If they have it, then next turn I try to slam Fury Calhelion, which is significantly worse. I can Fury Calhelion now, I guess, and blow up one of their lands. I can't blow up their lands, right? I can technically blow up Dormant Cavern, but they can sack it in response, which is not a good outcome for me. I'm just going to jam Asahai and regret it, I guess. So let's see if they have the counter spell. They're thinking, which means that they either don't have a counter spell or they don't have a counter spell and they're looking for one. All right, that's a good sign. So let's just hope they don't draw a counter spell in their top 3 or top 5. I just need to hope they don't have Omen of Deception in their top 5. I mean, that's doable. They bomb 2, and yeah, please don't have Omen of Deception. Come on, the resolve. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I survived. That's nice. And now I can start chumping this guy forever. They don't have a good way to get rid of Asahai. I don't think they have Maim, but they don't have a legendary, so they can't kill Asahai with that. And then no, I have a threat on board, so I can start getting back into this game. I just went with Aren't Aesthetic. Yeah, I don't think they have a way to clear out both soldiers. I think it's pretty safe for me to get some chip damage in here. But the fact that they didn't draw into any counter spells does worry me, sort of, because that means they have more useful things, like another one of these guys. If they have a single removal spell, then Asahai goes down, and now we're back where we started. So I need Drift Off to kill those guys. All right, I mean that's a double chump. Asahai is nothing but good at chumping. I can blow up Dormant Cavern now. Oh, oops. They tap out, that's good. That means I get to resolve Grand Consonance next turn if things go well. So yeah, please top deck a land. Oh, that's not a land. Okay, so now I need to deal with this guy. Okay, so I can blow up one of their lands. This thing's going to connect and I can't do anything to prevent that, so Asahai is going to get knocked down to 1, but that's fine. Oh no, they copy Omen of Slaughter and I have to sack stuff. But that's fine because I can just sack like R6 doing chumping, I guess. And we're just in the land waiting room now. Well, I mean, they didn't draw Omen of Deception in their top 5, so I guess I can't complain too much. I can at least blow up one of their lands so that they're slightly worse on mana. And also minus Asahai right now, and that blocks the Storm Scraper. I don't think they have hard removal that kills Furical Helion. They can like copy Omen Slaughter, and if I do that, then I'm committing to letting Asahai die. Do I want to do that? I think I really don't want this guy to free hits on me, so maybe I do minus Asahai. Not like they can, with their current board, it's not like they can answer me easily, or answer the Furical Helion easily. So Asahai dies, yeah, so Asahai dies, and then if they need to swing in both to kill Asahai, I Furical Helion to block, I play Furical Helion again next turn, try to blow up more lands, and then that does start doing stuff, and then eventually I'll draw enough lands to start playing these guys. Yeah, I think it's probably better to minus Asahai here. Right. I mean, what else? No, I plus Asahai again this turn, I feel like. Why did this trigger on Planeswalkers too? Can't afford to play. Because if I plus Asahai here, then I'm never dealing with this guy again. Because I need to minus Asahai in order to deal with this guy. Yeah, I'm minusing Asahai. I'm making like a hard decision right now. And yeah. Alright. Let's see if you have what you need. You're cantripping? Okay, that's fine. That's more mana spent not doing anything. Actually, if the second Furical Helion lands, I can blow up Dormant Cavern, and that's no more black mana for them. So that does mana screw them. Although not nearly early enough for it to matter. They do need to swing both Goliath at Asahai to kill it, so that soaks up 12 damage for me, which is nice. They're tapping. Oh, that's troublesome. Well, I mean, what? So I sack. Which one spends the most amount of damage? If I sack Aren't Aesthetic, then they have to swing one at Asahai, so that eats up 6 damage. If I sack Asahai, they swing both at me. I block with Aren't Aesthetic. That sacking Asahai gives me more choice. Alternatively, if I sack Aren't Aesthetic, they have to swing both guys at Asahai, or else yeah, I sack Aren't Aesthetic here. If they swing in both guys at they only swing in one guy at Asahai, I block with Fury Call. If they swing in both guys at Asahai, it soaks up 12 damage. If they swing both guys plus Storm Scraper, I get to block Storm Scraper. And next turn I get to play Fury Call and blow up their Dormant Cavern. And now I'm technically ahead on board again. Alright, yeah, sure, I'll trade. Oh, I need to no, they're empty-handed. I don't need to play around anything. And that's not the right mat to cast that, so and also wouldn't be able to cast it anyways because of the ward. Is it better to blow up Dormant Cavern right now? What do they have for black that they don't have for white? The white gets them, well, I think it's better to put them off a color because that's more likely to screw them over somehow. So yeah, Furical Helion, blow up Dormant Cavern, and pass the turn and wait for land drops that helped me. They're gonna sack their land again. Okay, cool. So they need to top deck both the black land plus the Omen Slaughter in order to do it. Actually, no, Benethelos also gets them there. I just have to hope they don't have any of those guys. If they do, then I need to immediately top deck a land next turn so I can cast my big guys for Goliath. I think I'm forced to take here, but that's bad because I can't take that much until bad things start happening. They can't have Benethelos right now because if they had, they would have definitely copied Omen Slaughter. So what can I trade here? No, I take. I just have to. This guy needs to stay alive in order to keep back the Storm Scraper. Divide and pass. Hopefully it's not a counterspell off the top. Right, land. Oh boy, this is really this deck is showing its weakness, which is my mana absolutely sucks. Okay, so this turn I definitely have to trade with Goliath, and I just have to top deck a land next turn and hope they don't have counterspell. They get to draw. Okay, yeah, I think I lose. Unless they completely whiff on counterspells again and I top deck land. If they swing in both, I'm definitely blocking Storm Scraper. I can afford to take 2 damage. Okay, yeah, I have to trade now. Alright, so yeah, it's up to top decks again. Please save me. That's literally the worst thing. I hate this deck. Now they get to do some cantripping stuff. Okay, now I just have to... Well, I mean, I can cast Grand Consonance now, so I just have to hope they don't have any counter spells after they drew 3 cards and scryed 5 or whatever. Now they actually get to connect. Well, at least they can't copy anything good. So I just go for a drift off here. No, I need to not die, so I have to Silver Song Ancient. But I mean, they can't answer a single Silver Song that resolves. Well, they're tapping out on their turn. Blind Key, that's annoying. Like that's 4 more. That's like 3 more spells until I die. All right, do I have? All right, so do you have a counter spell? Like if you have a counter spell, I just lose here. Unfortunate. I hate this deck. All right, so how do I make the mana base better? I think I can. Yeah, this deck is definitely getting rebuilt with actual 2-drops. If I ever run this next GP, that's the end of my GP run. So whatever. I think this sort of deck is just going to keep frustrating me if I play it because all the core of the deck rotated out, and I'm trying to like still make it work, even though the mana isn't there. Anyways, yeah, see you if I join next GP or whatever.